Hello and welcome to St Helen's Art Group in Alveston to our very first virtual exhibition. This is instead of our usual spring one, which we've had to cancel because of lockdown. Anyway, our group has been going for about 15 years. Can't tell you exactly because we didn't keep records. Starting with just 4 of us who just wanted to share our pleasure of painting. Over the years we have grown and we now mix with quite a large group with varying skills, using a variety of mediums and from all walks of life. Nobody is barred from whatever. Even if you just want to join us for a cup of coffee, you're most welcome. Anyway, over the years we've been involved in quite a few community projects, the last one being with an artist that was commissioned by South Gloucestershire to do a project around the forgotten landscape of the Severn Estuary. And at the end of the project, one of our members had her work turned into a sculpture which now stands in Severn Beach, which we're all very, very proud of. Anyway, I hope you enjoy looking at our work and get as much pleasure from looking at it as we do of making it. Thank you.
I bought this tray many years ago whilst visiting relatives in France, and then I took up mosaics and became a little bit more proficient about using found materials such as broken crockery than just using tiles. I had the card which depicted the dove and the rainbow, and I felt that made a suitable design for my tray. Since COVID-19 and lockdown, I decided to grout the tray in order to put it into the art exhibition with its message of peace and hope.
Hello, my name's Anne, and my paintings this time, one's about a ford in Devon, North Devon, which I did from a photograph that somebody had taken on their travels in that area. And it was during midsummer, as you can see. And the other one is about some chickens of a friend who has taken some photographs of her brood of chickens. And I'm going to get my leg pulled about this because normally I paint boats and water and reflections, nothing to do with this, with the countryside or animals generally. But anyway, I hope you enjoy looking at them.
Hello, my name's Claire Stevens. I'm a ceramicist or a potter. Originally, I lived in Swindon where I was at school and loved pottery as part of our course in art. When I was 17, I had to make the choice of whether to become a nurse or whether to go to art school, and I chose the latter, as many of you will know. So I did my nursing and then my midwifery, and continued to go to some evening classes where I mainly did hand building. In 1992, I married Paul and we have two beautiful children. So during that time of bringing them up and working and supporting elderly parents, I did very little in the way of ceramics. As you can see by these images, the first one is something I made at school, and then the next few are during the evening classes on the years following. The one with the flowers is when I went back to pottery in, must have been now about 6 years ago. And these other ones that are more recent and I've made in my shed. The first ones are made of coils and then slabs with lino cuts. And then the next ones are mainly thrown, with a variety of different glazes, different clays, different techniques. I basically take my inspiration from lots of different places, really. Our humanity, the people that we are, nature, shadow and light, fragility and strength. They're all part of our world. And I think now, although a lot of what I make doesn't look a lot different, since I've been at university, I've started to look deeper into the way and the reasons of why I make and actually what I make. And my main thing is for people to enjoy my work. And that is the most important thing. If it brings joy and happiness or just brings a smile to somebody's face, then that's really what matters. My last project at uni has been related to Bristol, which is where I was born but not brought up, but my family very much Bristol people, so that really resonated me, hence the porcelain with images of Bristol, the terracotta, which of course Bristol has brown earth, with the various designs of trees and buildings, and then finally we've come to a sunflower which is bright and cheerful, and I think represents much of what I love about ceramics.
Hi, my name is Gail. I've been painting for about 20 years. I paint with oils on canvas, usually large in size, as I feel constrained if I paint smaller. I paint from my heart, not my head. I hope to capture the spirit and mood of my subject. If people react emotionally or spiritually to the painting, I'm thrilled. I have touched something deeper. Most of my paintings are of water, light, reflections, and ever-changing skies. The personal interpretation of my viewer is vital to me. The first painting that you've seen is a view from Oldbury Sailing Club. One sunny summer afternoon, a huge storm cloud appeared from nowhere, looming overhead, turning the sky and the river black. It was surreal, but behind that black cloud, the sun still shone. The next one shows a lone sailing boat returning to its mooring in Oldbury, in the gentle, calm evening light. The third is very different, a dramatic sea painting to illustrate the immense movement and power of the ocean. However dark and threatening, ethereal light illuminates the waves and the horizon. My viewer can interpret the feelings within. The final calm painting is of a sunset on the beautiful Isles of Scilly. The sea is calm and benevolent, a walk of peace. We hope you've enjoyed our virtual art show and look forward to seeing you in person in the future.